These dogs have no honor.
May have Caldwell. Still plays? Really? That's too many points, man. Come on, you're joking, right? Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening, man. It's too many points. You played Yen already. We get our long round either way.
Your name, young man, demands you be cursed into an urchin.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
It's a good spot for us. We want a long round, right? That's what we're gonna get. Goes leader.
Father, have some. Decrepit and paranoid.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. That's the power of the past sometimes, eh? It's good to watch points and just pick a good time. Like you can take the match where you want it to sometimes like that. All I wanted was a long round and I did it by passing. Hey, what's up you legends, and welcome back to another deck guide. For today, I've put together a Northern Realms list for you all. The leader ability that we're going to be using is Inspired Zeal, as you can see here. Boost an allied Northern Realms unit by 2 and give it Zeal. 3 charges of this. The way we're looking to use leader is in a very specific way. You have 1 charge for Prince, the other for Selkirk, and then of course we're playing Raffard's Vengeance as well. So that's where the 3 charges go, nowhere else. We're always going to reserve them to play them in that fashion. So we do have Varax's King in this deck. This unit here, it did get a buff, which is why I've come around to a Northern Realms list. And what we're looking to do with Varax's is just reset the ability of Prince and also Selkirk to get some extra value that way. So bear in mind, this is a devotion list. The stratagem that we're using is Crystal Skull. Boost an allied unit by 4, giving it fail. What you can do with Crystal Skull is, we're not really looking to give it to Raffard's Vengeance, I don't think, because we're going to be using a leader charge on it, so it's already going to be kind of tall. And giving Crystal Skull to it on top of that could make it a big removal target. So I'd suggest we probably give Crystal Skull to any other engine unit that we play out. Maybe it's Caraballista in that round, Reinforced Ballista, something of that nature, okay? So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up and explain how best to play each card and when to play it during a match. So because we're a Devotion deck, Carrack Marines play really good. We're going to be boosting an allied unit by 4. What we want to do with these soldier units is use them in round 1 to help get points. We could play them with Raffard's Vengeance so we could cause extra damage. Also round 1 we can synergize them with the Siege Towers, because the Siege Towers require crew to boost by 2, which is even better than the original order ability. So yeah, once again, Siege Tower is also a nice play round 1 just to help get points. And the way we want to play Siege Tower would be between the Carrack Marines and also in between the Siege Masters to work best that way. So Siege Towers, Carrack Marine, round 1 play, that's fine. With the Ballistas, it fits with the theme of our deck, gives us extra pings to damage units away. So you could commit these bronzes out round 1 with Raffard's Vengeance to get that extra thinning value. You just do 1 point of damage on the deploy. The order is you do 2 points of damage. We do have 2 winches in this deck. Boost an allied unit by 5, reduce its cooldown by 3. The optimal targets for winch would be really to take them into round 1 and play them with Raffard's Vengeance, so we get extra thinning value, extra points that way on the board. But keep in mind, you could play it onto the Caraballista as well. That seems to be pretty fine, even in combination with Siege Tower as well. But usually these are reserved for round 1. Bombardment plays really good in Siege lists. Originally, it splits 4 damage randomly between all enemy units, but you increase the damage by 1 for each Siege engine you control. So this will play in particular really well when we're committing the scenario card. And even round 1, it should play okay because we're going to have a number of Siege engines down too. So it's a pretty consistent card in our deck. You just kind of use it as you need to. So with the Siege Masters, they increase the consistency of our deck, ensuring we get to the gold cards that we'd like to find. The orders that you get to reduce an ally unit's cooldown by 1. When you play a Siege engine, summon self from your hand to the left of it, then you're drawing a card. So that's how we get the thinning value out of this. I don't mind to take both Siege Masters into my hand round 1, and then we just play our Siege engines out from there. Reinforced Ballista. I usually like to play this when we're committing scenario. We've got a lot of pings of damage at that time, and maybe we could just destroy something off with this. It's best played on the range throw because it's going to boost itself by 1. It's got a cooldown of 1, and the order is that you just damage an enemy unit by 1. So 1 point of damage each turn consistently. Resupply is really nice. Whenever we play a warfare card, reduce the cooldown of this card too. Caraballista's pretty good card as well. Round 1, you could play 1 Caraballista out. It also has resupply. It's range draw lock, the order ability, damage an enemy unit by 2, cooldown 3. This could be a good winch target, as I said. If you're playing this in between 2 soldiers, it's gaining 1 armor as well, so keep that in mind. So maybe you go 1 round 1, and you leave the other one in deck for King Henselt to pull out when you're playing scenario round 2 or 3. So Kud Kudak, I've added this in because Syndicate self-poison is pretty prevalent. And also if you're coming up against locks, maybe Imprisonment Nilfgaard where there's a lot of locks, a lot of poisons, it could come in handy. It's a double purifier. It purifies adjacent units. So yeah, just keep that in mind. We have that option if we need it for some reason. War Chariot, I put this in our list because it gives us more flexibility in what the deck can do. Being a devotion list, we don't have Heat Wave, we don't have Spores. Maybe if we see a defender, we want to move it and then kill something behind it with Selkirk or Prince. That's just kind of my reasoning with this. Playing it for crew will play best. But other than that, you can give Bleeding 4 on the melee row, or if you're playing it ranged, you get to move an enemy unit to the other row. Maybe if you're playing this with scenario card, the opponent will avoid stacking on the ranged row. So if you want to give your Trebuchet more value, you can move a unit to the ranged row so you get those pings of damage as well. Got Selkirk here, duel an enemy unit. Order is melee row locked. When you play Selkirk, use a leader charge so you can use him right away. And keep in mind, when you're committing either Selkirk or Prince, you kind of want to save one of the 2 for later in the match so that Varaxis can replay it. Prince works pretty much the same way as Selkirk. You're going to play this ranged row because it will get a boost, and then you're going to click leader ability onto it so you could use it right away. If its power is boosted more than its base power, you get to duel an enemy unit, which is the best way to play this. So you can commit either Prince or Selkirk round 1 and then save whichever one you didn't use for round 2 or 3. Raphard's Vengeance gives us our tempo to get round control round 1, gives us a lot of thinning and consistency. It allows us to play a bronze unit from our hand, then draw a card. Usually the best case scenario is that you're playing the Kerak Marines from your hand, but you could play Caraballista, and in addition to that, you could play the Ballistas as well. Yeah, so round 1 card, alright? Use Winch onto this and try to stack soldiers next to it because it will be able to damage a random enemy unit by 2 when you work crew into this card. With Varaxis here, we're playing this for devotion, so we can get the final transformation. It does have the ability whenever you play a soldier to boost it by 1, but we're not really playing King like that in this kind of a list. We're really just looking to replay Prince Oops. We're looking to replay Prince, and we're looking to replay Selkirk. Either round 2 or 3, you're going to save King to do that for one of these cards. So you always want to keep one of these dueling cards for Varax's King later in the match as well. When you play this melee row so you could use it right away. And you just click on Selkirk or Prince after they've used their ability, and then you could use them right away because it's giving them Zeal. Okay, so after Prince and Selkirk has used their ability, you play this melee row, click onto one of those two, it re-enables the order, and you can use it instantaneously there and then. So it's just nice control to have in a list like this. With Henselt, it allows us to play a crew unit from our deck. Whenever an adjacent unit's cooldown decreases, boost self by the same amount. I think probably the better way to play Henselt in this deck would be to use it when you're playing Scenario card, because it can help get us extra points. It could help get us a good siege engine like Carabalista at that time. And we'll be getting some boosting and also doing some damage. So probably save King Henselt when you're committing Scenario card around 2 or 3. Playing it into the Carabalista is probably best. Then we have Siege Scenario card. Very, very strong. As we play the chapters out, we get these cards spawned out. Yeah, this is... If you're versing units with order... decks with order ability units, you pretty much want to play into round 2 right away, I think, with this. But if they're not a control-based deck, just go for a long round 3. And just make sure you've got enough siege engines with you to activate the chapters. It shouldn't be too hard to do, but obviously this will be played around 2 or 3. And then we just got Amphibious Assault here. It's an Echo Guard. We get to play it twice. Play a Northern Realms unit from your deck with a provision cost of 9 or less, and then we're boosting it according to the provision below the limit. What could play for really good value of AA? Could be just going for Kerak Marines round 1 if you want to play it like that. And then you could also play the other Amphibious Assault after having all your siege engines down. After having played Scenario card out to get something else from your deck. It could give you a lot of points that way. So now that I've outlined the list, I'm going to explain how to execute the strategy for this deck as optimally as possible in my opinion. Round 1, the line I would take is you open up with Raphard's Vengeance, you click Leader onto it. Then from there, you want to go ahead and thin out the Siege Towers, Kerak Marines, Ballistas, play Winch, play the Siege Masters out, maybe a Carabalista, and that should be enough to get you round control. Into round 2, what you're going to do is, depending on your opponent's strategy, maybe if they're a heavy control deck, you just want to play right into round 2 and kind of go for the 2-0, you can do that. If they're not a control deck, just go for a long round 3. However you choose to play it, what you're going to do is open up with Siege first thing, and then you could play Henselt to get another crew unit out. Maybe it's Carabalista, and then you just want to play all your Siege cards out. And from there, what you've got to consider is Selkirk Prince and playing Varax's King, and obviously whatever else you haven't played at that point. So like I said, the line you're going to take will depend on the deck you're versing. Control heavy, you probably go for 2-0. Engine based, just go for a long round 3. I hope you enjoy the following matches, and thanks for your support as always. It's Devotion. I don't have like a Spores, a Heat Wave. Thank you for the follow. Hand buff is lit now. Hey, I don't blame you. It's pretty fun to play. This might be like a Saskia version if they've got Cursed Scroll. Right. Sup, Size, how are you? Nice to see you, buddy. Is not centered? What do you mean? Not centered? Laura, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, buddy. Fast seer, yeah,
Not
it's
afraid.
typical kind of play. Oh, Shiro, how are you? Pleased to see you. I don't have Raffard's Vengeance. Oh. We do not have Vengeance. What on earth am I doing then? I'm well, thanks. How about yourself? I hope your health's improving. I hope your channel's going good. I hope it's growing too, man. Yeah, the tall punish. We're asking for a lot there, man.
I've seen it already.
As you can see by your post, it takes a bit of setup, doesn't it? Like, in my mind, tall punish, like, just an easy tall punish, you know, just one card, like a heat wave or something. You could go about it like that. But, yeah. Thanks for the idea, dude. AA, do I go AA now? I think we're just playing this one real slow because of my hand. I don't know. Your health's okay, that's good. Eat healthy, rest well, surround yourself with positive people.
Special prize, just for you, love.
We have to make some compromises in this list because it's devotion, guys. Even our purify here, you know, it's at 6 provision. It gives us 2 purifiers. But, you know, Pella would be enough, usually. But we're gonna make it work. Mate, worrying never helps. You gotta have faith and confidence. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta ignore all the doubt. Once you let doubt creep into your mind, it's like a virus, man. It corrupts everything. Don't let that happen. Don't be that kind of person. Be better. I believe in you, alright? Trust me. I'm qualified. I so... You know, I really would have liked to have pushed way harder here. We can still kind of keep playing on, but we don't really want to give up round control. I don't know, my friends. It's one of those things.
And it's all for me, Grog. Knocking, Grog.
That's a big float, no doubt. Ooh. Well, we do have ways to deal with that. We do, my friends. We're just gonna get it out of there with Selkirk. How cool's the premium for Selkirk, my friends? Check it out, check it out. Look at that. Go on, switch up. Pretty nice. Yeah, short round will definitely be strong. Whoa. Okay.
Little as melons. You're one dead dunderhead.
I could throw the Purify for the sake of it. I'm not gonna use it anyway. What a funny Purifier. Just started the game yesterday. Welcome to Gwent. Yeah, you just play the game with what you got, and it will take a bit of time, you know, don't try to pressure yourself too much. It does take time to build up when you start. And just find a faction that looks cool to you, that looks interesting, and stick with it. And just develop that faction as good as possible, and then branch out from there. That's my recommendation here. But it will take time, my friend. Okay, we're not getting bled. Thank you for the follow. No doubt, Doc. We're brave though, I don't know. I might just do it, man. Don't tempt me, you know me. I'm a bit wild like that. We could take out like a Dunker or something, you never know. Ooh, we still got Vengeance. Yeah, that's right. To play multiple, maybe not if you want to focus on building up, because you're kind of separating yourself many different angles. You know what I mean? It's just better to hone in on one, focus on it to begin with, I think. Like for myself, I started off with monsters, and that's all I played for like maybe half a year. And then I got into Skellige, and then I started to build my card base. And yeah, just get familiar with one faction first. Check out, well, you could look through my deck guides if you like. I've got a ton of videos on YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel. It could help you. I go through each card extensively, explain them and how to play them. Maybe it could help you out. So you can check out my YouTube channel. There's a link to it on the Twitch, my Twitch homepage as well.
Show me the coin or sod off.
Sorceress? Right.
Illusions. You've yet to see what they can accomplish.
Have you no honor? Stand and fight!
I could move that with this. You're welcome, no worries.
You'll regret your mum ever squirting you out.
Glad to be of assistance. It's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help people play the game, get better.
Men of Gwent, attack!
Momentum, a function of maximum velocity.
I'm a gentleman.
Is that at risk of getting rebuked? Yeah, CSIs, take care. Wow, 10 points? Sure.
Dogs that bark seldom bite.
Right. Let's do this. Probably going here. Winch it. Siege tower. Oh, wow. So good. Will I end up... Will I have room back there?
I pass on every 10th round.
Okay, we still got room? 2, 4, 6... Yes. Wow, that's so good. It's clean. Really nice.
Wait, yes, they won't let us talk to strangers.
Simlas. Right.
You are no lunet of mine.
Double harvest. They're harvesting crops. Wow, that's epic. Good on you. Nice, man. Happy for you, Doc. Well done.
You annoy me.
I could drown you in a single drop.
What's AA for? We're using it for this, are we? Maybe AA now? Damage that down. Well, you know, I could winch too, right? And just kill that. Just in case something happens. Maybe it's safer. And we'd go Chariot to get a bit of the bleeding value.
You underestimate the strength of Duel Platana, Squad.
Looks good. Yeah, sure, be my guest. Be nice to see it.
Step forth and let us settle this.
I think we just want to make our bombardment better, so I play this. Hell yeah. Henselt, it's huge here. Henselt's great, man. Shall we leave Prince last? Maybe Prince is going to be last, yeah? Alright, let's see this bombardment value. Oh my goodness, that's some great points. Prince is still gonna do something. Aglace, not huge.
Lie still. You've not yet recovered.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna play it out. It won't be toxic, but you could imagine. I could just play this melee row, use it on that, would have killed the 5, whatever. But yep, good work.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Ton of points. Very nice. It's at my expense, bro. I'm not so concerned about that stuff, to be honest, because in order for me to create a deck that works, I have to trial it a lot, and I lose a lot sometimes before I get to a good spot. So I'm not really fussed about it. Yeah, of course I want to do my best, but it's all good. Triss? Okay, cool.
I won't
Yeah, it's a bit different already seeing that. Maybe I push harder Henselt into Vengeance. I think round control is really important against this kind of a deck. So
You want peace? Fight for it.
So that one thins out to the left, doesn't it?
It hasn't backfired
I'm an
yet.
officer and a gentleman.
Everyone doing this first? Yeah, true. I'm kind of like that too, Onyx. Yeah, exactly. That's just so many points with Henselt, hey. I ain't complaining, man. I'm on the good end over here.
Scurvy? Nah, fake elven news.
Puts us in a good spot.
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt.
It's at 11. Probably just keep pushing this way. Could play a soldier there for the crew.
Ship ahoy!
These dogs have no honor.
Hearts, livers are salt and deliciousness. Bells keep being lively minded, and they cling to me like pups.
I don't have to play that ranged. So I got Scenario, Prince, Vraxis King left for later. We just want a long round. They're really engine based. Leaves it? Just keep going. Maybe I should have played that for Zeal, just to ping that off. Yeah, I think I should have done Zeal then. Yeah, I should have. Really? Mistress is out? What are the bronzes? Yeah, I could keep going, really. Do this. Should I play it there? No. Here? Yeah. Yeah. AA's as far as I'm gonna push it. Yeah, that's good. Nice. We just take card advantage. We just go for a long round. That's it. Yeah, that's true. Yes. And we already got Bloody Mistress out. I don't know if I really need that. Yeah, that's better. Sweet. Maxi. That helps for them on the pass. No gurney spam. It's so hard to deal with if you don't have an answer to it. The points get crazy. Like close to 300 points once someone had against me. It's filthy as. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Right. Yeah. Mega scoping? Sure. Could move something. They're going for Sabbath. They need Sabbath. Range throw, move an enemy unit.
I pass on every 10th round.
Makes this better. Incubus? Which apprentice?
Share the night, share the love.
Yeah. I might answer that first.
Have you no honor?
Let's do this first. Boosting. We'll just keep messing with the Sabbath. Just make it hard for them. If another engine-based unit comes out, you just give Raxus King on a Prince. You just clean it up again.
No, I don't nibble at them, they fall right out.
Right. They still got points, don't they? Honestly. Good on them. They got points, man. Do we even need to use this? Maybe just leave it. Yeah, it's a pretty nice touch, eh? I don't know if I really need it now. But it seems to have helped a bit. It helps for the trebuchet because we always lose value playing this when we play Siege. Everyone knows don't stack for range throw. Everyone knows that. It's a lot of points. Right, yeah, that's great. It's very good for them. So maybe I should have moved one of the range throw units. Anyway, that's hindsight. Right. Heat waves. Well, let's just do this first. Oh no, actually. Do this. Play for Zeal.
Victory is mine, whatever the cost.
Awesome. That's pretty good with Triss. It's pretty much what we want for round one. Looks good. Nice.
It hasn't backfired yet.
Pass on every 10th round.
Come on.
Caraballista, maybe? Should be okay. Yennefer's already up.
Ship ahoy!
What's up, Doctor? How are you? Bullying the meta. Trying my best, man. That's good. Well, it's an armored unit. I don't think I'm gonna really offload the charge. Can't see Calvate from them. It's good. Infantry. Really? Receives a boost. How about when it receives damage? Does that do anything? We could just kill it off right now. Nice to hear. We're seeing weak cards from the opponent, which is better for us. Looks like we're gonna get round control. How many points is it? Yes, we're going up by 1 as well. Maybe just do this.
And it's all for me grog. Me knocking grog.
May have Caldwell. Still plays? Really? That's too many points, man. Come on, you're joking, right? Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening, man. It's too many points. We played Yen already. We get our long round either way.
Your name, young man, should be cursed into an urchin.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
It's a good spot for us. We want a long round, right? That's what we're gonna get. Goes leader.
Father, Hamza, decrepit and paranoid.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Everyone
That's the power of the past sometimes, eh?
Everyone.
It's good to watch points and just pick a good time. Like you can take the match where you want it to sometimes like that. All I wanted was a long round and I did it by passing. It's the new technique. Just pass. Probably just keep this hand. It's a good hand anyway. We just throw this on the pass. What's in deck? All right.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Okay. Leader's gone. Braithens is gone. We didn't see Calvate. Yennefer's gone. I think it's very good. A wild round 3. It should be in our favor. Very much so. So AA just pulls us that and I think we leave it. We get the hand we need. Crew. This is crew. Okay. Ooh. Heat waves. Nice.
You want peace? Fight for it.
No doubt, Doc. Mage Torturer?
I know the truth. I simply want you to admit it.
I mean, I could just play Bombardment and kill it. Yeah, I think that's good. Lydia?
A person of trifling import, you say?
Oh, nice.
Long
Yep,
live
sure.
the Emperor! Long may he reign!
Duchess Informant
Her grace will not be pleased.
for the Ballista. We can go AA for the other. Maybe play it here. Play Vraxis King last. I think that's
And
fine.
if I insert a needle here, what then?
Get rid of that. Got movement again. We need kind of a taller target for Selkirk and Prince, I guess. Maybe that one goes back row. And that's it. We'll just look for some tall targets for Prince and Selkirk. Last will be King. Get some good destruction value. Got no idea what they got left in their hands. Like we said, we didn't say Calvate, but they play Heatwave. It's a different kind of list. They don't have Calvate in this deck, maybe. Awesome, that's good to hear. I'm very happy for you. I hope you like this one as well.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Nice, good win.